So guys, before we start this video, I want to dedicate this video to my father, Dana, who just passed away a few days ago from battling esophageal cancer. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with it after being diagnosed only 10 months ago. He passed away here at home with me. He lived with me and my wife and my kids, and we took care of him. I'm very lucky that I had such a great father, and he was very supportive of all the things that I did, and including my YouTube channel and my love for video games. He's actually the one that got me into video games. He brought home an Atari 2600 when I was a very young boy, and I fell in love with it. And he's the first one that bought me he's the one who bought me my NES. He's the one who bought me my Super Nintendo, my Sega Genesis, my Game Boy. You name it, my Game Gear, most of my consoles until I became an adult. He bought all those back in the 90s and early 2000s, and I have everything to thank for him. He was very supportive of me and my family and all the things that I've done in my life, and this video is dedicated to him. I love you, Dad, and I hope you're watching this wherever you're at. Anyways, thank you guys so much for all your support, and let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, so let's get right into this video. You obviously saw the thumbnail. I have some concerns with the Nintendo Switch 2. Now look, I'm excited for the Switch 2, okay? I think it's going to be an excellent console from Nintendo. We got a bigger screen, more power, we hopefully get Hall Effect joysticks and things of that nature. But I'm excited for it because Nintendo's sticking with what works, right? They are playing it safe this generation. And I think Nintendo's veered away from what's working, a few times, and they've taken the risk, or they've added a new gimmick that sometimes didn't work out so well, like the Wii U, or even with the Wii. I didn't really care for the Wii all that much to be honest with you, because I didn't really care for motion controls. I wanted standard, traditional controls. But whatever, it was a very successful console, so that's my own personal opinion. Now, with the Switch 2, Nintendo's playing it really safe. Like I said, bigger screen, more power, bigger Joy-Cons. This magnet technology they're going to use, this mysterious C button. I think, this console, I believe, will do very well for Nintendo. And being that it's backwards compatible with the games we already own, we'll be able to carry these games through. And we'll be able to play some bigger titles, like I heard, what's that new Xbox game? I can't think of the top of my head. Anyway, like Red Dead Redemption 2 might be coming to the Switch. We're gonna be getting the new Doom, a new Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. So there's a lot of big titles supposedly coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, and that's great for Nintendo fans. I think that's going to be really fun to take on the go. But I do have my concerns. And it's something that has been wrong with the Switch design the entire time. Look, when I got my Nintendo Switch, I was all excited. I played Breath of the Wild for hours, for so many hours. It was an amazing Zelda game. The one thing, though, with the Switch that I've always hated while holding it in portable mode is with the Joy-Cons. Unless you have a grip on it, it is super uncomfortable to hold. And the layout of the control sticks and the buttons are not natural. They're not natural at all. And they kept the same design. It doesn't make sense to me after so many millions of people complained about how uncomfortable the Joy-Cons are on the system itself while in portable mode. They kept it the same. They kept it the same with the right and left Joy-Con. And those are my biggest problems with the Switch 2. And that is two major problems with this next console coming from Nintendo. Because that is really uncomfortable to hold that way. Satisfy's got their grip coming. I'm sure Skull & Co.'s got a grip coming. And those have to be slapped on right away. It's not like you can comfortably hold the system right out the box. Unless you slap it in the dog ear controller and put it on a dock or put it on a tabletop, it's not going to be a comfortable handheld to hold. Now look, I have other handhelds like you know, the Steam Deck, the PlayStation Portal, those are very comfortable to hold because the ergonomics and the way they're laid out they're natural feeling. That's the way your thumbs are supposed to move, right? When you're hitting the face buttons and you're hitting the joysticks, am so surprised and pretty disappointed that Nintendo didn't just take those thumbsticks and just, you know, to the side a little bit, just boop, just to the side. Come on, just to the side, just a hair. Make it more comfortable. Even, you know, I've heard from like Kit and Krista that used to work at Nintendo. Well, the bigger Joy-Cons are going to be more comfortable to hold this time. That doesn't matter. I think it's going to be more uncomfortable to hold this time because it is bigger. It's going to be heavier, right? Just because the buttons are bigger and the Joy-Cons are a little bit bigger doesn't mean the ergonomics are going to be more comfortable, because your thumbs don't go straight up and down like that. It is super uncomfortable to play a game in a long period of time on the original Switch with just the Joy-Cons attached to the screen. And it's going to be the exact same thing. Now, guys, I don't know. I haven't held the Switch 2, and I know there's some YouTubers out there that have the prototype, or whatever, not the prototype, but the 3D printed, you know, model of it. I would love to hear from them what they think, because I haven't heard anybody talking about the comfortability of the Switch 2. Now, you know, they're going to release a Pro Controller, supposedly. They're going to release, you know, this dog ear thing where the Joy-Cons, you know, snap into, whatever. But holding a Switch 2 in handheld mode without a grip on it is ridiculous. And what if, you know, they spend all this money on a Switch 2 and now they got to go buy a $50, $60 grip? I mean, come on, Nintendo. Seriously, you didn't listen to the consumer about that part of it? You know, you took in consideration we need more power, right? And you added in a new gimmick, I'm sure, of the cast button or whatever that's going to be. But you couldn't just plop, you know, just move those little thumbsticks just to the side, just a tiny little hair, just to make it more natural to hold the dang system in hand. I don't know. I'm really, really irritated about that. And I know a lot of you out there are like, big deal, who cares, big whoop. Well, for someone like me who likes to play in portable mode a lot, probably 75% of the time I played handheld mode, and I want a comfortable handheld to hold. You know, when I play my Steam Deck, I can play it for 2 hours easily and not get, you know, cramped up thumbs. Or the PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal is super comfortable to hold. You know, every other handheld, especially like the PC handhelds out there, got it right. What are we doing here, Nintendo? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. And I just don't understand it. So anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think about the design of the Switch 2 as far as comfortability, ergonomically, those kinds of things. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you about it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.